Ron Harris here from MuscularDevelopment.com, coverage of the 2021 New York Pro
What's up,
Tampa, brought to you by High-Tech Pharmaceuticals, joined by my man in the Tampa area, Big Mike Cox, originally from Ohio. Show the Ohio Texas, yeah. So we just wrapped up judging Block A. This is 10 divisions today. So rather than keep us glued to our seats for 10 divisions, they were nice enough to break it up. So we started off with 5 divisions, which were women's physique, men's physique, wellness, classic men's physique, 212. 212 was extra pro. So we're going to go a little out of order here. We'll start with women's physique. Small group, 6 women. Who really stood out to you? Walked out, first show, but nothing in the way from drunk. The vessel is just so good. Hey, Mike. Those quads. Lord, checks are quads. But it definitely came down to, you can't hear anything? No. Is that what we talked earlier, Mike? Great show, calling down, it's kind of loud. Now we just got to deal with the music, guys. I'm so sorry. We're live, man. This happens on live TV. So that's going to come down to Veronica Hinton and Lisa Keesing for sure. Next, men's physique. There was a lot of them. They were the biggest division in the entire show. As usual, it's usually bikini men's physique. Man, I couldn't even tell you. There's number 50, I believe. It's number 50, Rodrigue Chesnier from France. He was definitely in the top 2. Him and another guy was busy taking pictures on the MuscularDevelopment.com Noble forums where you get all the pictures as the judging was going on. They were going up, uploading instantly, so you can check those out right now. And then the contest photos will go up in a couple hours. So we're going to move on. Pro Wellness. So they did have Pro Wellness at the Tampa Pro last year, but it was kind of it wasn't really Pro Wellness. Today, because the travel restrictions have been lifted, we have all the people from Brazil and other places, and it was a real battle. And it actually came down, it was like to the same top 2 from Pittsburgh 3 weeks ago, which was, of course, Angela Borges from Brazil and Yarish Nayel from Puerto Rico. Other people stood out. Sonny Andrews was really good. There was a few others. But man, it definitely came down to those 2, I think.
Angela walks out, it's just her presentation, her suit color, she's a gorgeous girl. I'm not sure how they're judging, but they were a little muscular too, so I'm sure that's taken consideration as well. Angela, I'm sorry to butcher her name. Urishna, those 2 stood out. Urishna, she had a very exotic look to her. Kind of reminded me of Jessica Medea with her stage presence. Again, Dr. Sonny Andrews, no problems there. She's probably 3rd.
But it's definitely going to be a very competitive division. These girls have a very unique look. It is different from the other divisions. Definitely thicker in the quads, the hams, the glutes, the calves, and the physique. The upper body is not too different from the women's physique. It's not the same level, I would say. But man, they're gorgeous. Okay. Classic men's physique. So the favorite going into this, my pick to win was Danny Unin, because he's been 6th place at Olympia twice, 7th. He's won a show or 2. Danny from California, excellent physique, but this new guy, Zeke Andrews, I've only really heard of him a couple times before, but he brought it to me.
He looked phenomenal. So did Dwayne yesterday. He wasn't covered up because the quads, calves stood out. Only issue with that color. The color started to fade towards the end, which kind of hurt him a little bit, but his condition's phenomenal, very classical physique. He looked good. I was shocked when he was good.
Yeah, in fact, Hector, our cameraman, he has Zeke for the win, based purely on his superior muscle separation. He had really deep, clear muscle separation. Not that Danny does it, but I think that's one area Zeke was really pushing him hard. So it's going to be very interesting to see where the judges go with that. All right, guys, you've been waiting to hear about 212. So it was a lot of the same guys from last weekend in Indy, but a couple of them really improved from last week. So we'll start with John Jewett, because John was 3rd last week. He was the favorite to win in Indy. Didn't happen. It was flat, needed more color. We remedied both of those situations. He looked really good. Who was up there too? We had Derek Oslin. Derek, who did not make the first call last week, and he ended up in, I think, 9th place. Redeemed himself. He's clearly in the top 4 today. You saw in the interview we did with him, I think it's posted up on our YouTube channel here. He dropped 6 pounds from last week to this week, and it was in the right places. So he tightened up, looked a lot more confident today. Another guy, Noel Adame, giant, thick, tank-like Mexican dude, living in Texas now. Didn't get a really good look last week, and I was pretty upset. He ended up in 5th place, and I was shaking my head.
Could have been higher.
With so much muscle, the condition, the condition is going to look, when you see the pictures, it's going to look like some of these guys were actually in better condition last week. Very different lighting situation. The lighting here was more filling from different angles, whereas last week it was more overhead. Which seems to be better for physiques, as far as I can tell. The guy who seemed to be pushing drew it hard, just like last week, and he beat him last week. Was a runner-up last week. Nathan Epler from right there in Indiana came out to Florida this week. Jeez.
I got Nathan the clear winner. Not clear winner. It's close to him and John, right? Nathan has that fullness in the chest. His back's got those striations in it. Because if you look at him and John compared, they're just close. I just think Nathan's a little bit fuller in the chest. The glutes are even. Nathan's glutes are dug out. Not that John's aren't. But we're nitpicking here. So I like the fullness Nathan brought. He looked great. Derek Osmond, this dude, I think he's got the best physique on stage. The best structure on the stage is just getting that crisp, dugout condition like Eckler has and do it. When he gets that, he's walking the top.
I've been telling him this for a couple of years now. Come on, Derek.
It's done.
I know you can do it. But he definitely redeemed himself. He looked a lot better, because a week is not a lot of time to change physique. I mean, how much body fat can you realistically burn off a body in 1 week? He definitely did make a good, significant change from 1 week ago. He's in the running for it. Wow, it's getting really loud now, and I have no control over the music. So we're going to wrap it up, because we're going to be back in, an hour and 20 minutes for the rest of the judging for the remainder of the 5 divisions. So for Mike Cox, Ron Harris, MuscularDevelopment.com coverage of the 2021 New York Pro, brought to you by High-Tech Pharmaceuticals, reminding you to go to the forum, MuscularDevelopment.com, Noble Forum, for the play-by-play. I took a million pictures, every call-out, every competitor. It's up there right now. And then in a couple hours, we have a professional contest gallery by Hector. And that's it. We're going to see you guys very soon, so keep it here. And stop. Thanks, man.